All right, welcome to another edition of Business Leader of the Week. Of course, you know what we do right here. We use this platform to share the stories of people who are doing massive things in the tech world, business world, and of course, in the field of entrepreneurship. And of course, those who are also causing change in Africa, within and outside Africa. With me here today, I have a cloud advocate, a data analyst, and someone you've not seen before on DABA TV. His name is David Abu. David, good to have you today on DABA TV.
Nice to meet you.
I saw what David was doing on Twitter and on LinkedIn, and I said, no, this guy has to come to DABA TV. Let him come and share with us the amazing stuff he's doing in the world of cloud computing, world of data analytics and all. And before David will start talking, we'll go on a quick short break. And when we come back, we'll go into a topic that has been trending, the latest buzz you've heard about AI, data science, data analytics, cloud computing, and more. Today, we're going deep, and I'm sure you want to learn. So click the subscribe button, share with your friends, because this is going to be an exciting edition. We'll be right back.
People say crypto is too volatile, but they forget the volatility can make you rich. People keep asking how they can make money with cryptos and the whole NFT and metaverse thing. But the truth is that if you don't get proper education and guide, you continue to lose money if not done properly every day by day. You see, I started buying Bitcoin at $600 in 2016 and my first Ethereum at less than $30 in 2017. And what has helped me over time in winning these markets is study, learning, research, ability to make quality decisions, mastering how to take profits, and how to minimize the losses.
In crypto trading and investments, you can make money fast and you can lose money faster. What we've done at DABA with the Trade and Make Money course is that we have created a program and a community that is helping people make money and profit from the crypto market. In this course, I have shared valuable and practical lessons that can help anyone learn how to analyze the market, do technical analysis, spot profitable trades, use simple tools to analyze the market.
You see, in 2016, I got Bitcoin at $600. In 2017, I got Ethereum for less than $30. In 2020, during the COVID market crash, I told people to keep buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. In 2021, I shared in our various seminars that people should buy AXS at $0.7, and it went as high as $150 plus in 1 year. In short, we have made a lot of people millionaires from this course and our crypto community. And you could be next.
You see, in 2021, we made big profits on some NFTs and metaverse tokens. There are many sectors in crypto that will continue to perform big this year, from Bitcoin to Ethereum to DeFi to NFTs and layer 1 and layer 2 solutions. Then we start talking about the metaverse, gaming, fan tokens, Polkadot, and more ecosystems. So with this course and our signal room, we'll guide you on how to make money from these various crypto ecosystems by showing you when to buy and take profits.
You see, a lot of people think they can just come into crypto like that with no knowledge, no skill. But if you are going to be a profitable trader and investor, please learn. Be ready to engage in continuous learning and be patient.
You know, I remember when we said this was that when crypto market dips, sometimes it feels like it's never gonna rise.
Yes.
And when it pumps, sometimes it feels like it never
going
to dip. So if you understand this and know how it works, you can make profits on the market.
Crypto has given me financial freedom. Short. Crypto has changed my life. Are you ready to learn? Are you hungry enough? Are you also patient to see results? Are you willing to take the risk? Are you looking for how to make more money trading and investing in crypto? Then come learn from us. We want to help you win and become a profitable trader and investor. Join us. My name is Chris Annie.
And I am Nolan Amadi.
Visit www.daba.school. Get the Trade and Make Money course to learn crypto trading and investing.
All right, welcome back to Business Leader of the Week. And our guest is David Abu. David, let's meet you. Who is David? I don't want the introduction to just be done by me.
Okay, so thank you for bringing me
Thank you.
here. So David Abu was, or I will still say is a data analyst,
Okay.
but more in the cloud advocacy side.
Okay.
So when you hear developer relations, people who talk about how you can use their developer products, but now in cloud advocates, you are talking same thing, how people use the product, but it's closer to cloud.
Okay.
So for me now at Microsoft, what I do is I talk to people how to use Power BI. So Power BI helps you do data visualization and analytics. So majorly that is my major focus. So through content creation, YouTube content, writing content, events, and other stuff like that, I talk about Power BI.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So you mentioned something that you were a former data guy, and now you are cloud. Before we go to the cloud, let's talk data. Okay, how long have you done data analytics before you said you were a former guy in data?
So everything started 2018, late 2018, where I was more focused on Excel. So I had my boss then that would say, oh, create invoice with Excel and stuff. I was learning some and stuff like that. So I was doing more of Excel, but not core Excel. Because when people tell you that, when you ask somebody, what is your Excel skill? They'll tell you 8, 8 over 10. But when you begin to now probe and ask questions, you just to know that really Excel is wide.
So Excel is a whole different.
It's a big stuff on its own.
Interesting.
It's a big stuff. When someone tell you that, oh, what can you do in Excel? You see somebody say, oh, I can do equals to sum. I can type, but Excel is way, way bigger than that.
Do you want to dive a little bit into that? So we should just continue with data.
Just for anybody who's doing Excel, just know there are some things that you can do in Excel. You know where you say the VLOOKUPs. But in VLOOKUP, there's something called the XLOOKUP, which is bigger than the VLOOKUP, like an elder brother to VLOOKUP. And if you're doing something like dynamic arrays, now where you're doing your filter, your sort, those things, just watch dynamic arrays. And maybe you want to now look at something called the Power Query within Excel. So, or you're looking at the Power Pivot within Excel. So Excel is way bigger than just typing and doing equals to sum.
Interesting. So since 2018, you've done this whole data. So what exactly is data analytics? Before I continue, I decided, the last time I called you, I was a bit confused. I was talking AI, I was asking data science, I was asking machine learning, I was asking data analytics. And of course, you broke it down for me on phone, and I was well satisfied. Before we go into what data science is, or AI and all that, and look at their relationship, let's look at the latest going on. People want to know about data analytics. What is data analytics?
So it's just as simple, just 2 words. Data analytics. Data itself are just raw information that people gather through different sources or through different means. Then analytics is you trying to change that data into insights for people to use or to build on. So data analytics is a merge of saying that, oh, how do I process, analyze, gather, process, and analyze data in different sectors, in different ways. So now, right now, I was reading, because of this, I was reading and I was looking at how the industry has grown over a period of time. This year alone, data analytics, when it comes to the market size, is $41.39 USD. Billion.
Wow.
$1 billion.
That's a big market size.
Now, and by 2030, it's going to be $346.33 billion.
We're in 2022, right?
Yeah. So in the
that's
next
8 years.
It's going to be
that's almost
346.
10x.
That is like 10x of
Wow.
it. Close to like 10x
Wow.
of it. So, but the combination of people will tell you, oh, data science is the top, then it's divided into different branches, the data analyst and stuff. depending on how we define it, the major thing is that the data field itself has different branches. You have the data analytics, you have the data science, you have the machine learning, you have the AI, you have the analytic engineering itself, you have different fields, data management. So there are different fields, database management, there are different fields within it. But the major thing is that is either you are gathering it or you are cleaning it, which is processing it, or you are building or analyzing on that data.
How do we make sense of real application of data analytics? Someone wants to probably start a career in data analytics. Someone has heard, oh, buy my Udemy course on data, buy this course on data, learn data analytics. Of course, you know how it is in Nigeria. Guy, go and learn data analytics. There's a new ways. Now, I'm a business person, maybe Chris Annie Limited. Then there is Junior there who is not a business person. How do we make sense of data analytics to a business person and, of course, to an individual?
So the main thing for you to understand about data is that I want to be able to make a decision. So I need data to make that decision. If you want to leave your house, you enter into your car, what is the first thing you do?
I want to check the things with the car, probably my engine oil, if there's water.
Let's assume all those ones are checked. What do you do next on your phone?
Okay, if I want to...
Immediately you drive. Immediately you just on your ignition. What do you do? You check your phone and you check your Google Map.
Yes.
First things first.
Yes.
But how do you think that there will be traffic?
So with Google Map, I would see probably the red zones and the blue.
So how did those red zones get there?
They probably gathered information from the existing traffic or from the road, of course.
Good. So now the idea is that data was gathered. Now the data that was gathered become things that people now use to now make decisions.
Where the road I will avoid.
Where the road I avoid, where I will avoid, and stuff like that. So data can be in any form. So the point why I use Google Map is so that it's something that we use every day of our lives.
True.
Now, and it's now the same thing with either it is quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative in the sense that it is numbers. Qualitative can be we talking. So now, so many people who went into data analytics might be, okay, they heard it from somebody. It's not a number. They heard it. And they went into it and it becomes something that is cool. Like one of my friends, he was a customer service at an insurance firm. And this was last year. True story. So in my flat, he was closer to me. So whenever I'll tell him, oh, I'm working, you say, oh, okay, fine. Then later on, you begin to see how I build charts, I build stuff using Power BI and stuff. But he was in customer service and he said, hey, David, I want to learn this thing. He did not need to Google or maybe how many people use data stuff and stuff like that. No, but it was more of qualitative data conversation. And with that, he was able to now inform himself. Now, he was able to move from customer service into the data team of that company. And from there, now, he needed to switch into another company with an higher pay this year. So, the idea, so is it that you're using quantitative or qualitative? So, for somebody who's an employee or a business person, the first thing is that I want to be able to make informed decision. Informed decision, the word informed means that there are some things that have gone behind to be able to get to a good information for me to be able to now say, okay, I'm making a decision. Now, if that is what it is, it means that an employee needs to now say, how can I gather data from my boss, Chris Annie Limited, to be able to make a decision? So now we are selling this product. This product, whenever we looked at it in the past 1 year, it sells only in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it doesn't sell. In the third quarter, it sells. In the fourth quarter, it doesn't sell. So what is about our product that it sells only Q1 and Q2 or Q1 and Q3?
Let's investigate it.
Let's investigate. Now, the employee needs to gather those data and say, okay, this is this data. Okay, so let's start analyzing. This time it picks up, this time it doesn't pick up. What did we do in the company in Q1 and Q3 that picked up the sale. Maybe there was an activation thing that we did, public activation. Maybe there was an advertisement. Maybe there was something. Or maybe we reduced the price. Or maybe we increased the price. Or maybe there was just something. Or maybe there was a buzz on Twitter that we plugged in our product and boom, it went up. Something like that. Now, all those conversations become more informed. And we can say, okay, going into 2023,
This is what we should do.
this is what we should do.
Interesting.
Data. Now, that is data analytics. Data science is the same thing, kind of. Now, you want to try and predict. You want to try and predict that says, okay, if this and this, we're able to do 20 billion in 2022, what can we do in 2023? Business application of it. Somebody who is learning, let's say, the AI side or the machine learning side of data, when you notice, even your Google Map is learning from you. Is learning from you. How does your Google Map knows they are building a road in this side and it's telling you not to pass there? It's learning from you. It's learning from where you pass every day and is making those informed decisions. So AI too, the same normal our Siri, when you tell your
I was going to go there.
Yeah.
I was going to go there because I know that Cyril and Google, what's the one for Google?
Yeah.
The Google this thing.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I watched one where they said the Google thing was ready to even tell you when you should take your drug.
Because so there's all these things and they learn from you. That is the idea. Everything is learning. They learn from you and they replicate it over time. They learn from you, they replicate it over time.
Someone who wants to go into the data niche industry, if you're to give a solid advice to somebody to start, how do you think the person should start?
So first things first is that you need to first learn Excel. Like everybody should learn Excel.
Everybody should learn
Excel. You know, when we're in secondary school, they'll tell you that everybody should know math and English.
Yes.
In the business world, everybody should have
I like this word.
a little competence of Excel. Because one thing is that Excel gives you the advantage of numbers, how you calculate things, how you're able to even put things into perspective, as simple as creating invoice or simple as creating a table in the office, or everybody wants to do something, I need to itemize what this person is doing, this person is doing, everything like that in Excel. Then now, you now said, okay, you want to be able to build stuff. Pivot table, a little bit of pivot table is easy for you to even learn. It has nothing to, and sometimes data can be small, data can be big. You'll be hearing the big data.
Exactly, I was going to come there.
So, but small data is there where you take Excel and Excel can analyze it and give you what you need to do easily instead of you using big data. But one thing there is that if you want to start, it's simple, learn Excel. Then the next thing you want to learn is SQL. Now, you call it the SQL. You learning SQL means that you want to understand where these data are being stored. Every data is stored in a place. Every data.
Is this where cloud computing comes to play?
Now, a little bit of it too.
Okay.
So now every data is stored everywhere in a place. You need to just understand where it's being stored. But then when you know how to do that, then you understand, okay, since it's stored in a SQL database, so you learn database. So you notice people who are doing more of data management, those are their core. Analytic engineer, those are their core. Remember I said data is either you are gathering it, storing, processing or analyzing.
Yes.
Somebody is gathering those data, so they are gathering. When they gather, they have to store. So when you store, then you're using SQL, so you're storing. Then you want to start processing.
Yes.
Now, people learn Python to process those data. People learn Power Query to process data. There's so many things people learn to just process that data. Then you now say, I want to now analyze the data. Then people will start learning different tools like Tableau, even Excel. Then you see charts. Every chart that you see is coming from a analyzing software. Either Excel, either it's Power BI, either it's Tableau, either it's anything like that.
So these are the things they use to
process and now analyze
it.
Yeah, so things like that. Then people use Python to analyze too. People use Python, people use R our software to analyze. People use different things, but the idea is not about tools. Because tools will keep changing.
But the result
is important. So if I tell you that move from here to Abuja, if Chris Annie tells me that, hey David, I need you to go and have a meeting in Abuja, and I need you to go and meet a consultant, the first thing I will not ask him that should I go by road or by air. That will not be my first question. My first question will be like, okay, what do I need to achieve in Abuja?
Exactly.
What are the things? Who is the person I'm meeting? What are the things?
What's the purpose
Then
of
maybe
meeting?
the last question will be, boss, am I going through
road?
flight or by road?
True.
That is the last question. But people think the road or by air should be the first question. And that is what kills a lot of people who wants to go into data. Going into data is you need to understand the full roadmap of what data is. What is the structure? What are the terminologies? What are the things I need to understand about data as a whole? Then I can now say, okay, which tool can I use to achieve my goals within the data?
This is a masterclass on its own. If I allow David, I'll just continue because, man, I'm now enjoying the whole data. We'll go on another short break, and when we come back, of course, we want to go deep. And of course, I'm sure you're learning something. So for those of you watching on YouTube or any platform, kindly, I'm sure you want to, this whole conversation is interesting. This whole conversation and masterclass, I want to call it, is something you are learning something from. So go on the comment section, write 3 things you've actually learned from what David has been sharing with us. Because for me, I've known that somebody needs to gather the data. I've known that somebody needs to process the data. I also know that somebody needs to store the same data, okay? And there's something for the result that needs to come. And of course, there are different tools being used at each stage of this. I'm already teaching like data analytics already. We'll come back to this show. Let's go on this short break.
Have you heard of Bitcoin?
Yes, I have. I mean, Bitcoin is everywhere.
I don't hear am now.
I'm na Bitcoin boom. Ihe ego. Mo mọ̀ wípé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wọ́n máa ń rà á látorí kọ̀mpútà wọn tàbí orí fóònù wọn láti fi di owó mọ́lẹ̀.
Have you heard of OBX?
OBS.
I don't hear am.
Here, this is our app. Try buying Bitcoin.
Okay, that would be nice. Thank you.
That's the app say fine.
I just got my first Bitcoin from OBX.
No. I don't buy $100.
Komai sauki. Komai a cikin ruwan sanyi.
Amma dum na din filter.
That's easy.
Experience crypto with ease. Download the OBX app now.
Mo ti ra tó ní $100. Hey!
All right, welcome back to Business Leader of the Week show right here with me, Chris Annie, and of course, I'm hosting David Abu today, and we've been having a data masterclass session here, and I'm sure you've been enjoying it. And quickly, Dave, let's quickly go. You've told us something. You've told us about the tools used in the data field, and there's something you mentioned, and I think I want to. You said everybody should learn Excel. And I like that. And that means that, do you think that data literacy is a must for everyone too at the same time?
Yes. Data literacy is a must. Like, everybody needs to be able to convert their data into actionable goals or actionable moves. Because in the world of business as a whole, when you look at, let's say, a lady who sells clothes, and she's selling on Instagram or Facebook Live or Facebook. Now, when they make those advertisements, you always see that Facebook will always give you the analytics. Same thing as Twitter. Twitter will always give you Twitter analytics.
True.
When you make a trend, just check Twitter. Twitter will give you for the full month. How many people followed you? How many people did not follow you?
Visited your page.
People visited
your impressions. Yes.
So now imagine if you want to build a brand and you cannot interpret what Facebook is giving you or what Twitter is giving you. How do you know which tweet always gets the best conversions?
True.
So, and that is even for personal branding. Now, for business, you notice people come in only from the hours of 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. So, it means that most of your attention should focus on that, or you have to find a way to make people come in earlier or later, depending on. But you being able to interpret data is better. And also, it has nothing to do with it being big. Just you saying something and say, oh, okay, I understand this, what this means, and this is what this means. When you see a bar chart, you should be able to understand what a bar chart represents or what this data is saying. And you can even say it when it is wrong, that, oh, no, this shouldn't be this way. That is what we call data literacy. And again, is that it helps you to be able to make decisions faster. What you cannot analyze, you cannot inform somebody on.
True.
So you need to be able to analyze it. You need to be able to inform it. Like now, if you're uploading a video on a Tuesday, and let's assume you have a competitor on that same Tuesday, and this person is an established competitor. And whenever this person posts by 12 o'clock, people would rather go there than go to your YouTube channel. You need to now ask yourself, should I move to Wednesday or I move to Thursday? You need to be able to understand
The trend.
trends within that. So, but if you don't even understand it,
Anything.
you can be posting on Tuesday and you'll be praying to God.
True.
And you'll be saying, God should help. My YouTube is not going up.
Data is important.
But data is important. So when you need to understand data, you'll be able to understand that, oh, okay, this is the reason, this is the reason. Is it that I increase my advertisement rate, or I increase this, or I reduce this, I reduce this? And before you blend A and B and C together.
David, with what you've explained, it means that data analytics are in every company.
Everybody,
Every
every industry has, because you know one thing, data analytics is not in tech alone.
Yes.
First things first. Second,
That's the impression I want to.
Yeah,
I want
it's not,
because you've mentioned Twitter, you've mentioned hospital, you've mentioned it is not just. It's not a tech
it's not
thing.
a tech thing. It's everybody's thing.
Yes.
An hospital needs to check you before you even meet the doctor. They need to gather the data to say, okay, you are even sick before you go and meet the doctor.
True.
Or these are the things that is wrong. So what is your weight? What is your height?
Yes.
Blood is not flowing. What?
Yes.
Before you even go and meet the doctor and say, oh, this is what is wrong with you.
Yes.
Everything is data.
No, I need to because in this new year coming, I want people in 2023 to know that learning data analytics is not just about you trying to work in a tech company.
No.
It's about you having the same, and I like how you started this conversation. When we're in secondary schools and university and even in primary school, we all learn maths and English. Because while you were talking about hospital, I remember the last time anytime I go for a checkup in my hospital, before they say go and see a doctor, the next thing is they'll collect your urine, they'll collect a blood, they'll do a blood sugar, they will do urine, they will do weight check, they will do height,
everything.
They will check everything. And when they see you are normal, they tell you, okay, this is a recommendation. And when they see you're not normal, they say, okay, go and see this person and go and see this person. Okay, so I want people to know that it is not just, I want to work in a tech company.
No.
This skill, this career, you can use it and you can apply it in different industry as long as we do business. For instance, the Facebook Live you use as an example is someone who will gather those things and use the machine to present it and tell you, this is it. Your live video had 1,500 attendees and 35 comments and 1,000 impressions and all that. So it's something I really want people to know. And it's a good one that you're an advocate for this. I want to ask again, you have a community called Data First. And what exactly is Data First doing?
So one thing about my work as either within Microsoft or even outside.
We'll go there. We'll go to Microsoft.
Yeah,
we just wanted to hear Data First. Yes.
Is that I love community as a whole. As a whole. And one thing for me is because I noticed that in Africa, if we don't do things for ourselves, nobody will do it for us.
True.
Simple.
True.
As simple as that. So we will have to engineer some things. So for Data First, it was more of a tweet where we see events, tech-related events, people having tech events, and it's fun because I too, even before Data First, we had a community called the Power Platform community. And it's a Microsoft focused community, but there's Power Platform community in Nigeria, and everything we do is about Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent. Is more Power Platform. It's a Microsoft product. Now, that is also a community. But when somebody says they want to become a data analyst, they really don't have somebody to talk to before. Except you know somebody one-on-one who says, I'm a data analyst.
Yes.
And also, many tech-related events are either software, front-end, back-end software events, software engineering events,
yes.
or you are saying tech CEOs events. Now we're now having product-related events. But before, it has always just been, if they say tech, you're just seeing codes.
True.
Codes. But that is not everything in tech.
True.
And I'm happy with what different people are doing now in tech, but that is just not the only thing in tech. So then we said, why can't we have a mesh of different people within the data space? You're a data scientist, you're a data analyst, you're an analytic engineer, you are in the database side, you are in the machine learning side, you're in the AI side. Let's come together and have a festival type of event that brings everybody together, that talks about the things that is within this industry and how business needs them.
I like this
And we bring in people within the banking industry, fintech industry, and we bring in different people, and we have sessions, both demo sessions and talk sessions, and we say, okay, how do we get better with the things that is happening in the world? Now, one thing about Data First or Data Community Africa, as the legal name is that we wanted to solve two things. The first thing is about the job creation. The second thing is about the skilling creation. For the skilling creation, we're able to connect with brands, data-related brands or companies to help train members. Right now, we just finished one with Brown Consulting. Their consulting firm, they helped us train over 400 people in data. And the final people were 21 people, which I actually tweeted about it. 21 people who got to the final stage and where they were trained on Power BI. Now we have next year, currently right now, next year we have, we got a partnership with Data Camp. Data Camp is an international data organization that trains people on data-related skill set or courses.
Yes.
So now we had a partnership with them, and we're going to be giving our members some licensing to learn data-related things next year for like 6-7 months.
Wow.
So now those are the things when it comes to scaling initiative within the Data Community Africa. Then for the job, we connected with brands like Propel. Propel also connect jobs to communities. So when they have opportunities like data opportunities, even last month, we're able to get somebody within the community that got a job as a Data Community Africa person for Propel. So that is just the two major things that we are working on when it comes to Data Community Africa.
That's a big one. That's the big one. You've already even answered some of the questions I was going to ask on the problem you're solving.
Yeah.
And of course, so what's the future of Data First going to be like? Yeah. What are you seeing?
So first things first, I really don't try to say, oh, these are the things that we're going to do. No. But the major thing is that we're just trying to solve problem that has to do with data. We have different communities, even in the data science space, who are doing stuff when it comes to research and stuff, yes. But for us, it's geared towards business and data. Business and data. Yes, we are bringing in researchers. We even have some topics that have to do with researchers, people who are doing stuff when it comes to research and data. Yeah, but we are making sure that everything within the data space, we're going to try to help people. And also, even Data First Africa should be things that is being done across Africa, not Lagos.
Interesting.
So it's more of things that we can do in Rwanda, in Kenya, in South Africa, in the East Africa, in the West Africa, just not only Lagos, Nigeria. The event that we did had over 1,700 across 2 days that we did for this October. But next year definitely is something that we are looking up above 2,000, 3,000 people to come in from different places within Africa for the event.
Dave, you've mentioned what Data First has been doing and the recent event that you guys. Now, that means you've got a community of over 1,500 people in this platform.
Yeah. So our community strength from the social media like Twitter, which we have over 10,000 people, LinkedIn over 2,000 people, and we have the Discord channel, which we say people can join in for free. We have over 1,000 people in there. So one of the things that we tell people is that data community, you don't pay to join in. The only thing there is that because it's an NGO, for all events, some of them might be paid. It might be paid because we don't get sponsors the way other communities get sponsors.
Interesting.
Data is something that people are now
opening their
eyes to and seeing how massive it is.
Yes.
Unlike software communities.
Yes.
Like it is now, people are now appreciating what data does.
In 2023, I want to be more of a data advocate than just for software engineering, because I feel that this is where I'm looking at now. I feel that a lot of people don't know there's this big opportunity in Africa that a lot of people are not open to yet. For instance, small businesses need people who can do data entry for them and all those things. Small businesses, and I feel that there are people, instead of waiting to learn coding for 1 year, I'm not saying you should go and learn data today and tomorrow you're a millionaire. Not everybody will have that mind or that brain for coding. But I feel that it can be a skill set, data entry, that you can learn and use it as even a side hustle, that you can be going to school and be doing it for some small businesses. So it's not just something that I want to be an advocate for because I'm here in the board. I feel that Africa, we've not really tapped into it, especially here in Nigeria. Our eyes is not open so much to it. And there are thousands of businesses that need these services, and yet they don't have people who are skilled enough to help them do it.
Exactly, I agree to you. And also is that there's even so many businesses that have this data on paper that needs to get on their systems. And if they get on their systems, they need to be able to analyze this data.
Interesting.
So there are some people that are not even getting the data at all. They are just selling for selling's sake. So they don't even understand if something wrong is happening in the next 4 years or in the next 5 months or something like that. So people need to understand that every circle of business is built on the data that is being collected. Either you are collecting it unknowingly or intentionally, data is actually being collected.
Yes.
You might just not be utilizing it or utilizing it in great effect. So a whole lot of people, and apart from even you as somebody who wants to learn data, understand that for every project you run, there's a data attached to it. So now we run Data First Africa. We need to be able to come up with the numbers that is derived from Data First Africa. So you need to tell people that say, okay, I told you now that we had over 1,007 people. How do we get that data? And how do we use that data going forward? And those things. So those are the things I need to understand, that, okay, I need to understand numbers. When I understand numbers, then it's easy for me to understand how to use those numbers to A, B, or C effect.
Interesting. Dave, with the success of Data First, and of course, what you've been able to do, can we call you a community builder and community manager at the same time?
So one thing, yeah, definitely. But one thing is that community is not a one-man job. It's actually a group of people saying that, oh, these things needs to be solved. And another thing there is that when it comes to community building, like I used to say that actually community building is about you solving problem for a group of people. And when those group of people believe that you can actually solve their problem, then you become a community builder. People needs to, you cannot, so it's just like, you cannot be a leader if there is no followers. And you cannot say that you are following somebody if the person in front of you is not even a leader.
That's true.
So it's a two-way thing. So it's because we saw that a whole lot of people need these things, and that makes us what we say that, oh, David is a community builder.
Interesting. this may be our final short break, and when we come back, we'll be asking Dave some other kind of questions that if he misses it, he's going to either give us $100,000 or he will serve the punishment. Okay, let's go on the final short break, and we'll come back. We'll have the concluding session of this event, of this show.
Hi guys, I am Uzwamaka Onoha, and I'm here to tell you that everything crypto happens on OBX. Trade, send, receive crypto easily on OBX. Bye guys.
All right, welcome back to the final stage of this interview with Dave. It's been an interesting session. As it stands now, I want to go into data because I want to be knowing where all my money is going to and where I'm spending, what I'm doing. In short, it's so interesting to see the whole data field and see how it even applies to our daily life. Okay, and you finally discover that even some of the tools you have on Google, your email, your Microsoft, different these things are tools you can learn, you can use, and even give yourself personal data. You can use data for your budgeting, your personal spending, your health, and different areas. So data itself is life on its own. And I bet that in 2023, if you're looking for a skill you should acquire, get something in the field of data. Either as in short, you can start. Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a business person? Okay, data analytics is something I think everybody should be learning. Okay, and of course, you know it's one of the things that DABA 2 will be looking forward to launching for you this year. Dave, for somebody who is for a young person, you with your advocacy and all you've been doing with data analytics and all that, what inspiring word will you say to young ones who want a career in data analytics?
So for me, is that understand that data is, regardless of what you are currently learning or what you want to do, just know that data analytics is just important. You don't need to get to the big side of things. Just you even understanding how to interpret them is good. There was a time I trained somebody from MTN, a lawyer from MTN, and he just wanted to just understand data. Just data. Just understand, because he sees when people are interpreting and talking about. So that is just it. You understand.
So even a lawyer can.
Even a lawyer can understand it, because when people are trying to, and because even the law field too is now getting more wider. So somebody who is in the business law side needs to understand how those things comes back to the business. So data has no, this is the higher level people needs to understand it, the lowest. No, everybody needs to understand. Even as simple as even your gate man. Your gate man can understand. Definitely your gate man knows that within the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., he will not rest. Because everybody's coming to the office. But by 11 to 2, he knows that he can go and rest a little bit, eat and stuff. Then by 4 o'clock,
there's
he has to open
busy
the
time
gate.
again.
Another busy time. He did not understand that what he's doing is actually data gathering, data analysis, and data processing. He did not know. But he already understands those things. And those things are actually data. Those are actually data. And sometimes you always see that he will tell you that this man always coming 7:30.
Yes.
He will tell you this man will come by 7:30. Don't worry. And by 7:30 you see that man. Because he has gathered.
I now see where machine learning is coming
exactly.
in place.
Because he is able to predict it.
Yes.
So he has gone to that level, but he's doing it on his head. But imagine him being able to understand it in total. That way it's easy for him to able to even do things way better. And he can say, oh no, if somebody wants to come in and say, oh, what time can I come in? Say, oh, if you want to see your boss, come in A, B, C, D time. You see him. Instead of you wasting your time at this so period. So it gets better and better and better like that. So that is the way you look at things like that. So even if you get to a point, you say on Mondays, a gate man can come and tell people within the office, on Monday, try to leave home around this time. Because around this time, that is when this area is open for you. This area is open for you because he has been able to build it over a period of time. So anybody can understand data. It's just that how we use it is dependent. How a CEO use the data is different from how an operation analyst use that data, or different from when a security person use the data. But the one thing is important is that data as a whole is life. So for somebody who's coming in, or a young person, just understand that you are learning data to understand life problems and solve issues. Because when you can give value back, money comes back. So if you are doing data, it's because you want to solve a problem, or you are trying to solve so many problems. And that way, either you're in the law field, or you're in the medical side, or you're in the business side, or you're in, even you now become a data analyst, you definitely know that it's not about the tools, it's about you solving problems. But one thing is, for me as an advocate, I'll tell you to always use Power BI, because that's my job. So you definitely use.
We're going to go
Power
to
BI.
that. You're a Power BI advocate at Microsoft. Okay, so in few seconds, you just tell us how Power BI works and tell us your experience too working at Microsoft.
Working at Microsoft is beautiful because it give me better platform to be able to do things and to be able to work at a very high level. And also is that Power BI is beautiful skill set to have, because is even right now, based on the Gartner reports right now, Power BI is the biggest, the largest, the most powerful data visualization tool in the world by distance to the second tool, third tool, and the fourth tools. So now one thing also is that Power BI is so big and important to the Microsoft ecosystem, because most of the time when you go to a company, the company use Excel, the company use Outlook. So you're already in the Microsoft ecosystem. So Power BI is just good for you to use. And also is that Power BI, no matter where your data, you are gathering your data from, Power BI can connect to that data source. Either you are taking it from web, from cloud, from even PDF. Power BI can collect a table from a PDF.
Wow.
If there's a table in a PDF, it will connect to it.
Wow.
So there's so many things that from a web, you know, your normal, if you search for list of states in Nigeria, you most of the time takes you to a website that has those tables. Power BI can connect to it and extract that table for you. So that is how powerful Power BI is. So Power BI can do a whole lot, from a simple analytics to an enterprise level analytics. It's going to do a whole lot for you. Like when we did this event in February, a community event called the Power Platform, we brought in companies like First Bank, AXA Mazad, to come and talk about how Power Platform, Power BI included in it, that's been able to fast track and help build the different things within the organization. So for you to understand that even companies are using these tools. Before Microsoft, I have trained over 3,000 people in the enterprise level, First Bank, MTN, different companies like that.
For Power BI.
For Power BI.
Wow.
So, and a whole lot of people use it. A whole lot at the enterprise level. They use this tool because they use it to analyze it. So it's not about only, maybe you think we are training only data analysts. No. We are training a whole lot of people who are in sales, who are in engineering.
And they use Power BI as a
Power
tool.
BI to analyze
So
their
Power
data.
BI goes beyond just me trying to judge it for data alone.
No.
I can use it in my different niches.
Different niches, and to be able to analyze it. So if you want to learn it, just go to aka.ms/learn Power BI. I have so many things there for you, and it's practical.
It's there on the screen.
Then you can use to learn anything that has to do with Power BI.
Interesting. Man, this conversation can continue for the next 5 hours, and we'll keep learning masterclass. But please go on the website, okay, showing on your screen, and click on it and learn something from Dave. Dave, we have some bonus questions for you. And like I said, if you miss any of them, I will share my account number. You give us, and since you know crypto, you just see if you don't want bank to have any issue with us. Since this one, they said our CBN governor, and if they say we shouldn't carry cash, okay? So we'll just use my crypto this thing. So we have 3 questions. We have about 4 or 5 questions for you, and I hope you are ready.
Let's try.
All right. So, what's the human's body biggest organ?
That is a very big question. heart. The heart.
Okay.
Did I get it?
You didn't get it, the skin.
The skin. Oh, true.
Okay, so remember, we are not going to do phone a friend here. I'll ask the audience. So, okay, so number 2, name 3 countries that end with the letter L.
That end
with letter
start?
L. That end with letter L. 3 countries.
You know when we
wants
used
to be a
see it
millionaire?
on TikTok, we used to say this thing is simple. Hell.
1, 2,
That head with
3,
hell.
4, 5, 6.
Wait,
7,
wait.
8.
You're not making me think.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, and most of it that I know is the one that ends with letter A. Letter L. No, that you are starting with the one that starts with L. You know that it's Lesotho. You know all those ones. The ending part, I have to start spelling everything.
Funny enough, there are countries you know very well.
And that is the real truth.
Number 1, Brazil.
You see, imagine.
Israel. Portugal.
You see, it's always I.
Senegal.
I have to start spelling to the end before I get it.
All right, number 3. Man, this question looks hard already.
It looks hard. But I've not answered the first 2.
Number 3. What religion are Shaolin monks associated with? What religion?
Buddhism.
Yeah, you got this one fast. You got this one. Okay, so number 4. I like this one. What color is the E at the end of the official Google logo? What color is the E?
I don't work for Google, so I will not answer that.
I knew something. I know you say that. I know you say that. These Microsoft people. Okay, no problem. Let's go to number 5. Are you a sports person?
Yeah, I should try that question.
Okay, you're ready for this one?
I should try. I should be able to try.
Which country won the first World Cup?
Brazil.
Uruguay. Okay, that has been an interesting session. Our business leader of the week, and David has been doing interesting stuff with your Power BI stuff, data analytics, cloud computing, storage, and of course, his career at Microsoft. And David, has been an interesting session with you.
Thank you very much.
I enjoyed the old data talk. I learned, okay, at least if I didn't take anything, I've taken those who gather the data, those who process it, those who store it, and those who use the same thing to make decisions. And of course, there are various tools, Tableau, Power BI, Microsoft Excel, different tools, Python, SQL, different tools that are used for this. In short, if there's anything I've gotten, I know this one sticks in my head very, very well. And those of you who want to start a career in data analytics, okay, DABA is also cooking up something for you guys. And of course, go watch this interview again and learn the various things that Dave has said. Visit his website, join his community, Data Fest, that is online on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and of course Discord also.
Even
and
the
follow them on
website
Twitter.
itself.
And of course, the website is showing on your screen. Okay, and that has been our interesting session. Please do not forget to like, share our videos, subscribe. And of course, let us know in the comment section, how can we feed you better? What exactly do you want to learn from us? And don't forget to download the DABA app, where you see free courses and of course, courses that you can learn in this new year that will help you gain financial freedom. My name is Chris Annie. Till I come your way next time, keep succeeding and do have a lovely week.
Hi guys, I am Uzwamaka Onoha, and I'm here to tell you that everything crypto happens on OBX. Trade, send, receive crypto easily on OBX. Bye guys.